Awesome.
Awesome. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Nina. Happy to
I
be here co-hosting with you. My name is Megan Newmans. I'm excited to share with you all how to use these plants for everyday solutions in your home in a natural way. And we'll share a little bit about our journey, and then we'll get into educating on pretty much the top 10 essential oils that you could use in your home to replace your medicine cabinet, to support physical ailments that come up in your day to day, help with your family, your pets, green cleaning, all different natural ways to take care of yourself. So, thank you for showing up and spending your time tonight on this call. This information could open up a whole new door, a whole new lifestyle. It's definitely changed my life 100% over the past 8 years of using these as the tools to make the change that I learned I needed to make when it came to the low tox lifestyle. I didn't know about toxicity in everyday cleaning products and body products when I was first starting to become a holistic health coach with this program called IIN 8 years ago. Prior to that, I was a personal trainer, full-time yoga instructor, group fitness instructor. I was really into nutrition, hence why I was going to nutrition school to become a health coach. And I thought I was really healthy doing the meditation and the strength training and the cardio and like all the physical. I was like, working on the physical and guiding other people too. And one module, toxicity in the home, our homework was to look at the body products and the cleaning products and read the labels, because a module prior we learned reading food labels. Okay, let's read the labels of your products. And to my surprise, I was completely shocked to see that I had all of the toxic products in the home from CVS, from being gifted, Bed Bath and Body Works or whatever, the lotions and all these items that had fragrance and synthetic chemicals that I wasn't aware of. Those chemicals and fragrances affect your gut health, your hormone health, your overall health, allergies, things like that, skin issues. And I was just shocked that I didn't know about this side of health. And soon, a couple days later, I ran into my friend Jennifer, another yoga teacher in the community, and she shared with me that she just started using essential oils in her yoga business. And I shared with her what I learned in the program, and she said, you can clean plant-based, 100% pure with essential oils. You can make your own serums, you can make your own products, and if you don't want to DIY, doTERRA has cleaning products, the shampoo, the conditioner, the toothpaste without the fluoride, the deodorant without the aluminum. It was a one-stop shop that I needed to make the change for myself first before becoming a coach and guiding others. And I knew at the same exact time that these would be tools that I could use to help my clients and to make these small lifestyle changes, because that's what we teach. And same thing with this lifestyle, is making these small changes over time. So excited to dive into a lot that we have to share on the essential oil basics. I'll let Nina share her story and then we'll take it away.
Thank you, Megan. Yes, so thank you so much. My name is Nina Zavellos. I am a holistic personal trainer, and I have been using essential oils since the day that they were given to me by the same friend, Jennifer. I used to suffer with severe chronic tonsil infections. I've been suffering of that since I am a little kid, and I lived through my entire childhood and my teenage years and young adult years, always taking antihistamines and antibiotics around 3 times a year. That really messed up my microbiome, and that triggered other effects such as urticaria. It also triggered that I would get a lot of yeast infections and UTI, because they were all triggered by the amount of antibiotics that I had to take at least, 3 to 4 times a year. Once I got super tired of these, one day I got one of those like huge infections that I would always take me into the hospital, and they actually had insurance just to do that, just so I could be able to go to hospital. Um, my friend Jennifer showed me essential oils. She gave me a shot glass with water and several oils inside of it. I drank them. She wrapped oils on my chest, back, on my feet. And that happened at a friend of us party, and that I wasn't even going to stay at. I was just dropping the food, and Jennifer happened to be there, and I ended up staying at that party till p.m. at nighttime, and that was the last time that I ever got a strep throat and tonsil infection. After that, I went back home after I felt so good, and I started investigating, and for things, how the universe works, everything matches. My sisters had already been looking in Peru for essential oils, and they had found them on Facebook, and they wanted to use them for my mother because she has severe arthritis and osteoporosis. So I was like, they were like, oh, can you buy them? And then I was like, no, I have a friend. Them like, don't get me, I'll do it. And that's how I started with essential oils. I started buying essential oils for my family. I took them to Peru. We started trying them on my mom. I kept taking them on me, and everything just like opened up. It was like a huge door of relief, of pain was just like open in my life. And I decided to start sharing it with all of my students at my spinning studio. And that's how I kept going, because I kept helping people more and more discover that if they were sick, the first line of defense could be a natural solution instead of necessarily going into antibiotics and antihistamines. So today we're going to be sharing more information about that. And please feel free to ask your questions, because we are here to help out. All right. So Megan, you go or I go? Okay.
You go ahead.
Okay, awesome. So now the first thing, what would you like to achieve with your health? So feel free to use the chat. And if you're looking at this on Facebook, feel free as well to put your questions on Facebook. We might not be able to answer them right now, but we will check on the comments later. So check. What are your main issues with your hair? Are they skin? Are you having breakouts? Are you having maybe autoimmune responses such as rosacea, eczema, or urticaria? Are you having sleep issues such as insomnia? Maybe you're waking up in the middle of the night. Maybe you have very light sleep. You wake up and you're still feeling tired. Are you having headaches? Are you having cluster migraines? Are you having severe migraines that are not necessarily related maybe with your period and your hormonal changes? Are you having trouble with your mood and your focus, meaning that you are becoming super forgetful? It is very hard for you to actually pay attention to a single thing. Or maybe your mood swings are like all over the you're feeling like super happy, and then all of a sudden you feel like your mood just drops and you just want to hide in under the covers all day long. Are you having digestive issues? Maybe digestive issues such as having too much bloating, or maybe your bowel movements are regular and you're not going to the bathroom maybe for like 2-3 days in a row. Are you having problems with stress and anxiety? Those are super important. And a lot of these things actually that we just mentioned can be related to stress and anxiety. Stress and anxiety is a huge trigger, all of the other things that we have just mentioned. Are you having issues with your immunity support, meaning that you get sick really easily? Like you go out and somebody sneezes and you're like, oh my God, no, like I'm gonna get sick. Or maybe your immune system is attacking your body. So you're like having, issues such as even, like Sjogren's, or, some other autoimmune disorders. Hormone balance, are you feeling also that your hormones are not acting the way they should? Remember, you guys, we have hormones in our bodies. It's not just your progesterone or your estrogen. You can have a hormonal imbalance from your ghrelin, from cortisol, for like all of these regulators in our body. You're having pain and inflammation, your joints, feeling that you wake up and your knees are so stiff you cannot even like move them around, or maybe your ankles, maybe your back, your neck. And weight management, are you feeling that you are doing everything to have the healthy weight and nothing is working? Like you are and nothing is working and you're not seeing the results? Then definitely, this is something that we can definitely help out with. Great.
Okay, so type in the chat what you feel are your top 3 priorities that you want to focus on finding a solution to in a natural way. Sleep and anxiety, bloating and digestive. So we'll be able to take care of this issue in 2 ways. You have choices for your healthcare. You can either do the modern approach, which is the healthcare system that I grew up in, going to the doctors. I was taking antibiotics as a kid, and these type of medicines are made to manage the symptoms. You have an issue, you have a sickness, let's fix it with these medicines. The issue is that they're made from isolated synthetic agents, meaning that they're made in the laboratory. And when we get into natural approach, we're going to be talking about how natural medicine can affect us at the cellular level. With the synthetic medicine, your cells aren't really able to take that in and adapt to it. Hence, lots of side effects come up with it. And so the side effects are just ways that your body is dealing with this unknown substance coming into your body. So the side effects that you experience with these types of pharmaceuticals are known and unknown. Like, think about those commercials where, people are happy and smiling and frolicking in the green grass and flowers and the butterflies, and they're talking about all these crazy side effects and even death. And it's just like, whoa, what is happening here? It's a $6.5 trillion a year being spent on global healthcare, but are we any healthier? And so modern approach to medicine is amazing. All of the advances that has been made in healthcare with emergency medicine and surgeries, and so grateful for, those who are serving the industry, the nurses and the doctors, and being available for that. But it's like there's a time and a place for both. So on the preventative side, this is where the modern approach is definitely lacking. And this is where your practitioners, like holistic health coach, nutritional counselor, hormone specialists, advocates who are here on the call, come in to talk about lifestyle and how lifestyle can be the preventative approach. And we're taking this with the natural approach of being able to use plants as medicine. So Nina can talk to us a little bit about this, please.
Yes, so the natural approach is the approach where we actually focus on your body's needs process. So everything that happens, pains that we see, those are just the symptoms. And unfortunately, many times we just focus on taming down the symptoms without addressing what is causing the symptom. So if you are having the main mover of the pain, for example, is going to be inflammation, right? So we want to address things from what is causing them. What we also do with essential oils is that we are using things that are extracted from plants. So most of the medication that we have nowadays are actually the synthetic versions of the compounds of plants. So in this case, we're going to be using the plants themselves and not the synthetic version, so difficult for your body to use. The natural approach enhances the wellness because it's preventative care. When we have a natural approach, we don't only focus on the aftermath of the disease, but we actually help our bodies establish a lifestyle that will help us prevent disease. It is safe, benefits without side effects, which is something that I love so much about essential oils, is that the chance of developing a side effect of using essential oils is so minimum. There could be some can have some sensitivities, but side effects, not really. They're so safe that they can be used in pets, they can be used on children, they can be used on the elderly. And we are here to also help you and guide you on how to properly use it in different groups. The Symphony of the Cells application, if you haven't heard of it, it's an amazing approach to how you can layer essential oils to help your body achieve homeostasis by using different combinations that work synergistically to help you solve and to help you solve or bring down inflammation or pain or other problems that might be happening in your body. If you have any questions about the cells, please feel free to reach out as well. We can give you more resources on that.
Right. So natural approach that we love to use are essential oils, the gifts of the earth. And so what are essential oils? They're natural aromatic compounds extracted and distilled from plants for health benefits. They're highly concentrated. They're 50 to 70 times more potent than its fresh herb counterpart. Like just imagine the essential oil if you're grabbing a peppermint plant and you're rubbing between your hands and you smell and you have the aroma of the pure essential oil. That is, you take 50 to 70 times the amount to create the essential oil. One moment, I feel like I exited out of full screen. Let me share again. Okay. So essential oils are nature's medicine and natural defense, and it works with the body on a cellular level to address the issues at the root cause. So really getting to the bottom of it. What is the cause of the issue rather than just using topical to mask a symptom? I experienced that when I was dealing with my eczema for maybe 2 or 3 years. I was working on healing naturally. And at first, I was given a prescription, a hydrocortisone cream, and I would just put it on the area and it would, dissolve the rash, but then it would pop up somewhere else on my body. That only lasted for about 3 weeks until I started to become a detective and start to see what I needed to change internally to heal on that external level. And so essential oils, they can enhance physical and emotional health and support toxic-free living, toxic-free lifestyle. It's definitely my story, and that's one I'm very passionate about sharing with others, because at the time when I learned about fragrance and these endocrine disrupting chemicals which mess with your hormones, I was already, if I considered myself healthy at the time, how many other healthy people didn't know about this lifestyle? So it's definitely created a ripple effect into just bringing more awareness. So there we go.
Yes, I love that. And I seen your story, Megan, and I see you from where you used to have all of those skin issues and how you were able to just pretty much dissolve them. So it's been amazing. Essential oils, you guys, are also natural, effective, and safe. All right. So this is the best part about them. They contain natural compounds extracted and distilled from plants for various benefits. And the compounds can be extracted from different parts of the plant. They can be extracted from the leaves, from the fruits, from the rings, from the flowers, from as well from the bark of in the saps of trees. This allows as well these compounds to not be just one compound, right? So when we work with synthetic medication, it is an compound, so you only use one compound that is super isolated. So this is the beautiful thing about essential oils, is that yes, there is going to be a compound that is going to be like dominant, but essential oils also have a lot of other things. So that's why, for example, one oil can have multiple uses. So that is the beautiful part about essential oils, that they're little Swiss knives of health. The oils are also comprised of hundreds of different compounds, as I was telling you, utilizing complex and versatile abilities to combat threats without building up resistance. And that is the best part. body doesn't build up resistance to these compounds. And that is the difference with, for example, using antibiotics, right? So there comes to a point where the bacteria can build up resistance, different antibiotics that you have to be taking, and then you need to take something stronger and stronger and stronger. And that taking that will have a ripple effect in your entire system, in your endocrine system, in your even musculoskeletal system. So you want to be careful when this is something, and from my own experience of taking extreme amounts of antibiotics, that my body built up a resistance to it, So with essential oils, that didn't happen. That's why I stopped having all of those strep and tonsil infections. It stopped viruses from replicating and duplicating, which is amazing. And this is something that, this is why, the doTERRA convention is coming. And you guys, if you haven't been at the doTERRA convention, I suggest that you come, because this is something that I learned over there. So what essential oils do is that they cut the communication between the cells that form viruses. So it pretty much stops the communication between them, and that's why viruses don't survive when we use essential oils that help getting rid of them, like tea tree, on guard. They are very affordable as well, because it's pennies per dose. So one bottle of essential oil has around 250 drops of essential oil. And when you use an oil, you only need 1 or 2 drops at a time. So this is a breakdown, for example, of how cheap it is to actually use essential oils compared to regular medication. And I love this little breakdown in here, because sometimes we might think, oh my God, a bottle of essential oil is too expensive. You only need a little bit. And if you break it down in the amount of drops, it is just cents per dose.
And one thing I'd love to add is that when you said the essential oils, because they can pass through the cell membrane, they stop the virus from replicating and duplicating. I remember learning from Deb Hellman that these viruses, when you're getting sick and the sickness can start to spread, they duplicate themselves at a life cycle of every 90 minutes. So she was saying, apply the essential oils on a continual basis all day, that first day that you start to feel like you're getting sick, and you can knock it out before it progresses, which is amazing. And I've had so many times where I have stopped myself from getting full-blown sick because I've been able to turn to my essential oils and start to use the remedy, like the flute. We'll get into that. That's a version of a natural antibiotic. And you can do it for 10 days in a row, 2 to 3 times a day. And it's just so powerful to have these oils, these plant medicines at my fingertips. Like I carry a little case with me in my purse of the top 10 oils in the small bottles. And with that supply, I can handle whatever comes up day to day. And the key is, like, with that 90-minute cycle, like, to stop the sickness is when you can treat yourself fast, when you start to feel it right away, and you can turn to your essential oils. Rather, think about the other healthcare route. If you were going to the doctor, you start to feel bad and you're like, oh, maybe I feel like something's coming on, I'll get some rest, and I see if I feel sick tomorrow. And then you feel even worse tomorrow. And then maybe you let it go like that afternoon or another day, and you call the doctor for an appointment, but they can't get you in for another couple of days. And then by the time you get there, you're waiting in the office. The doctor sees you for just a few moments, gives you a prescription. Then you have to go fill this prescription at the CVS. And maybe you have to come back that day to even get the prescription. And like, how long has it been since when you first started feeling sick to when you have a little bit of treatment from the prescription? It's already been 5 days. You're already sick. Like with the essential oils, like really knock it out. And so I just love that, like becoming your own healer, and it's affordable healthcare at home for a fraction of the price. Checking the chat. Hey, it's Obed. The first time I actually used a gym leg curl machine, I got ringworm on my ankle. I was using tea tree and not much progress. And I used oregano, lemongrass, and tea tree, and it's already gone in almost a few days. That's amazing. Like, yeah, turning to one oil tea tree is an antifungal, but there's so many essential oils that do so many similar things. And if one doesn't work, maybe you need to layer it or maybe you need to try something else. But it's kind of like when you maybe get prescribed a medicine by your doctor for, I don't know what, lowering your blood pressure or whatever. And they're like, well, let's try this one and let's see how this works and let's monitor it. And if it doesn't work, we can switch you up and try something else. It's the same thing with the natural approach. And when you're using it to treat something, the more consistent you are, just like think about Benadryl. Take every 4 to 6 hours or whatever it may be. That's how you want to be dosing with your essential oils too. Yes, consistency in applying. So this brings us to talk about the fact that not all essential oils are created equally. And the reason why we're here advocating with doTERRA essential oils, we've been using them as our lifestyle for the past 8 years. And it's because of this, the most tested and the most trusted. doTERRA essential oils are third-party tested, and I would say upwards to 95% or more of essential oils on the market are adulterated. And if you don't know what that term means, I'll explain it by talking about the difference of contamination and adulteration. So contamination is something that could happen to the crops unknowingly to the farmer. Plane flies by, sprays something that over the crops, or maybe certain crop is growing a batch of mold, that may be contamination. Adulteration is done on purpose, and it's often done chemically in the laboratory to cut corners to yield a greater result in earnings and in money. And so that's where the issue lies. And when we want to use essential oils for all of these examples of holistic health and plants as medicine, we're taking these oils internally, we only want to use essential oils that have been tested to be 100% pure, like doTERRA's. And that's really what sets doTERRA apart from any other essential oil company out there in the world globally, is the fact that we do third-party testing and we publish the results of those testings for the public to see. And so then you can be very certain that taking these essential oils as they're recommended, but only doing it with a pure product, you feel, really great with that. They're looking out for our best interests so that we can actually use these plants to heal from the inside out. And so what's really cool about doTERRA, the second thing that sets us apart, is the way that we harvest our plants, our essential oils. We work with over 40 different countries that we are sourcing our oils from. And we work with individual farmers. And so we work with where the plant grows indigenously to the earth, like lemon from Italy, has the best soil and the quality of the air quality and altitude for that plant to thrive, to have the best therapeutic properties that we can distill and bottle and use. And so just some examples: lavender from Bulgaria and France, frankincense from Somalia, tea tree from Australia. I've personally been to the Hawaiian sandalwood farms and peppermint farms in the USA. And copaiba comes from Brazil, along with wild orange, vetiver from Haiti. And what's so cool is that we work with individual farmers that farm one plant, and it's the community who are working this. And so doTERRA has created alliances with these farmers, strict partnerships. We are the only ones who receive the oil that they harvest, but how can doTERRA give back to this community so that it's a fair exchange? And we have a Healing Hands nonprofit organization. We've created schools and clinics and hospitals and brought running water to Haiti, where vetiver is sourced, and done all types of humanitarian projects with communities and creating thousands and thousands of jobs. So it's a really heart-centered company, and it's really beautiful on both sides of the bottle, the growers and the harvesters and the farmers, that you can learn about them on the website source2you.com. And then on the other side, the wellness advocates who are using the oils and educating and sharing. So we're like equally supporting each other. Like, we give thanks to these farmers for sourcing these amazing oils so that we can use for our lifestyle, share this with our friends and family, and really make an impact of how we take care of ourselves. Because, you know, over the last 4 years, you can obviously see we need another way. And it's not just, you know, that modern approach first. We need the preventative approach so that the modern approach can be lighter and only when needed. And so, yeah, if we look at the side over here that breaks it down of the different quality of the oils, so most of the oils on the market are synthetic. Those are all the products that I had, the Bath and Body Works, the CVS items, that's your perfume, your cologne, anything with the word fragrance. There's a loophole, the fragrance loophole, which protects companies because companies are only have to disclose it's one ingredient, but it's their proprietary blend. Same thing with perfumers. They don't have to disclose what chemicals they use to create that fragrance, but it'd be upward to 300 different unknown chemicals. And that's the issue with the synthetics and the conventional products at your grocery store and at Target and all of these places where, you know, we all used to shop before we learned about doTERRA. And that's those ingredients are causing harm to your body and to the environment. And so there is a natural way. We have the swap, we say ditch and switch, but moving on, the food grade essential oils, this is going to be like vanilla extract that you bake with. It's not pure, it's cut with alcohol. So we're talking about purity here with this pie chart. There's another piece of the pie called therapeutic grade. That's what's sold at your health food stores, on Amazon, at your online retailers. Those are the ones that are adulterated. They're really 10% of essential oil. There might be preservatives or carrier oils, but you're not going to find pure oils out there on the market that are really true to what they claim to be on the bottle, unless you're doing your research and you're really looking into owning how you're spending your money and supporting the types of companies that are in alignment with, you know, the lifestyle that you want to live. Because doTERRA is the highest standard of quality. It's called certified pure tested grade because of our third-party testing. So if you look at the bottom of the bottle here in this picture, it shows a VIN number, and that website I mentioned, source2u.com, where you can learn about all the different farmers and stories. You can also, this is where you check your quality report. You type in that VIN number and you see what tests your oil has been through. So amazing transparency, and yeah, the oils really work because they are pure. And sometimes we get into people having experiences with essential oils that are not the top quality and not having those healing experiences, and then having this belief that oils don't work. But no, you weren't really using pure oils, but the pure oils from the earth, the way that, you know, source created them to be so healing, they do work. So we'll get into the ways that you can use them. There's 3 ways to use the oils.
Yes, so you have 3 different ways to use oils, and that's why, you know, this is so good. They're so versatile. So the first one and the most popular one, it's the aromatic one. Usually you would put your oils around 4 to 6 drops in combined or of a single oil in a diffuser. In here we have a Lumo diffuser. It's one of my favorite diffusers. I don't know if it's still available. Now we have a new one, which is called the La Luz, which is great. It would usually take around 6 drops. Some people are already sensitive to 4 drops. It all depends on how sensitive you are to smells. Going back to the basics of why you can use them automatically and why they work so well automatically, is that whenever you inhale the compounds of an essential oil, they will travel through your olfactory nerve and they will reach pretty much your brain. All right. And those compounds will have a direct effect on the rest of your body. So remember when you go to the doctor and let's say you go to the dentist and they put laughing gas on you, you inhale the compounds of the laughing gas, right? And that makes your nervous down, and that's why you feel sedated. So it is the same principle with essential oil compounds. You inhale the compounds and they get directly into your bloodstream. And this is why it's also so important, please, of being mindful of not having synthetic perfumes at home, like synthetic candles, Glade plugins, Febreze sprays. You are inhaling all of that. You are inhaling those compounds, and those little micro compounds will get into your bloodstream. All right, so we know That's the aromatical use. It also another, and then from the main benefits, the most popular benefits, open up the airways. If you're feeling clogged, especially, you know, like if you're feeling like really clogged, like on the sinuses, this is gonna really help you breaking down the extra mucus that might be like tighten in there. So that really helps clearing that up. It freshes also the air. So it is an amazing, another benefit is that essential oil compounds can actually kill bacteria in the air. So let's say if you have airborne bacteria in an enclosed environment, you can diffuse essential oils and those compounds can kill bacteria in the air. Also, they will help you manage your mood. So the same thing that I was telling you, when you inhale, those compounds have a direct effect on your brain and your nervous system. And oils such as for example, lavender, which is very high on linalool. It's an oil that will really help you calming down your nervous system. The linalool, it has those amazing properties that can help you feel relaxed, that can bring feelings of happiness and of calmness. So that is how essential oils support your mood when you inhale them. All right, so for the second part, this part is your aromatic favorite. All right, so let's talk real quick about peppermint oil. Peppermint oil, it's so amazing, you guys. It takes 1 drop of peppermint oil to make 28 cups of peppermint tea. That potent it is. In some of my favorite compounds of peppermint, it is my favorite benefits of peppermint oil is that it's cooling for the body. I really said if you are in that age of hot flashes, you can make a little blend of water in a 2-ounce bottle. You put purified water and you only need like 3-4 drops of peppermint oil, and you can use that for your body to help you cool down on those nights where you're having those unbearable sweats. It also relieves the occasional head tension. If you suffer with migraines, for example, you can take a drop of peppermint oil, put it on your thumbs, and then pass it around your temples. And that is really going to help you cool your entire head down and help you bring down the inflammation that you're feeling from the headache. It also promotes feelings of clear breathing. Amazing if you're feeling congested or if you are feeling that are bad smells around. I love to have a peppermint oil in my kitchen, especially in the airplane, because sometimes people are not very nice in the airplane. I put a drop of essential oil in my hands, inhale. Every time I do that, I always have the passengers next to me be like, "Oh my God, that smells so good. Thank you for doing that." So it really clears the air. And then it can relieve upset stomach. So everybody that is having problems with stomach, we said that 1 drop of peppermint oil in a cup of water will really help you with digestion. So if you're feeling bloated, if you're feeling, you can take it internally, and you can also rub it on your tummy with a little bit of coconut oil, and that is really going to help you with that.
All right, let's talk about topical ways that you can use the oils. So applying to the bottoms of the feet is a really good way to get essential oils to absorb into your bloodstream and minimize any skin sensitivity. And then think about this, if you've heard of reflexology, where there's a map, the whole entire body on the bottoms of the feet, you can actually get very specific and apply certain essential oils to different reflex points of the feet to affect the various parts of the body. And when we do the Symphony of the Cells protocol that was mentioned in the beginning of the workshop, this is an oil protocol that you apply in heavy doses down the spine and on the bottoms of the feet. It's also a really good place to apply oils for children on the spine and the feet. You want to dilute with a carrier oil to minimize skin sensitivity. And our favorite is fractionated coconut oil. We use that to make roller bottles to dilute it that way, but you can easily just pour a little bit of coconut oil, the fractionated coconut oil in the hands, and a couple drops of the essential oil and apply to where you need it on the body. So safety tip is that citrus oils are photosensitive. So you don't want to apply that directly on the body and go right into the sun. You want to avoid UV rays for up to 12 to 24 hours after applying. I personally don't really use citrus oils topically. I prefer to diffuse them or put them in my water and take them internally for a good kidney flush or liver flush. But where you put the essential oils, it really just depends topically of what you're trying to treat. So our topical favorite is Deep Blue. Type in the chat if you've used Deep Blue, how it's helped you. This oil is incredible. It's like a holistic version of a Bengay or Icy Hot. And you feel that, like the warming and cooling. And so it's perfect to apply pre-workout to warm up the body, or post-workout when you're sore, when you have tension, when you have inflammation, backaches, just to recover from being active. You can use it for massage. We work as a team in doTERRA. We have a lot of different health and wellness practitioners partnered with us, and we have a lot of different massage therapists who have Deep Blue, the Copaiba, the Aroma Touch massage blend for topical. Lemongrass and marjoram is really good for pain, and then using oils for aromatherapy too. But yeah, using it after heavy lifting, this is going to help you recover better for your workouts. Jacqueline says, my husband uses it pre-playing soccer every week. And oh yes, you massage too. You use it with the clients all the time. Amazing. Yeah, Deep Blue comes as an oil, but then it also comes as a essentially diluted cream of Deep Blue rub, and then it comes as a stick with added copaiba or copaiba, which is like our CBD oil. It works on the endocannabinoid system. And so here's a few other examples of where to apply essential oils topically. And we're giving recommendations here with one of the top 10 oil kits. So for the head, Nina talked about that with the headaches, peppermint and lavender on the temples. We have the spine application, On Guard, tea tree, lemon, frankincense. That's daily immune support. That's similar to the flute that I mentioned that we have here in this presentation. On the stomach, you can use Digest Zen when you have upset stomach. You're looking for that type of relief. You could put it in your belly button. It's a great application for any essential oil that you just, when you apply the oils topically, we did talk about 20 seconds aromatically when you breathe it into the brain. Topically, 2 minutes it takes to absorb through the skin into the bloodstream and have your circulatory system pump it to all the cells in the body. So that's how we can really support ourselves at the cellular level. We can get to the root cause of the issues, is because the essential oils absorb at that level, which is amazing. And you can see there's like a video, you can Google it. I think it's, I don't know what you would Google, but balance oil on the cells or something like that. You can see what balance does to under the microscope to your cells almost instantaneously. Yeah, it's a really cool video. Anyway, on the chest, breathe oil is really great when you're congested. This opens your airways, promotes clear breathing. You can add some lavender there too, some frankincense there as well. Shoulders, you use the Deep Blue. And then on the right, showing a dilution chart, how to make your own roller bottle, and you dilute it different ratios depending on the age of the person. And so, yes, essential oils are safe to use topically for children. You would dilute that heavily compared to yourself as an adult. But what was really cool in the beginning of my doTERRA journey is that I had a friend that I met, and she said, I've been using doTERRA oils for 3 years since my son was born, and he's never used medicine, only oils. And I was, wow, that's amazing. Hey, my doggy here. All right. So Nina, talk about internal use.
Internal use, that was actually the first way I used essential oils, right? I had no problems. I had no like people ever telling me, oh, you cannot use essential oils internally. So I didn't come with that at all. My friend gave me a bunch of oils in a shot glass The shot glass was a Jägermeister shot glass, but it was full of water, no Jägermeister. Thank God. And I drank them, and and that was actually my first experience with them. So super safe. I with essential oils, we got very, very mindful on the internal consumption, all right? Because the only oils that you can consume internally are doTERRA essential oils that have a supplement fact label, all right? Please write this down. Please remember that. Not take our advices and go and try to use them with any other essential oils because you don't know what is in that bottle. You can see here that the supplement facts are usually 1 drop per serving. And essential oils, you can put them in your water, or you can also vegetable capsule to make your own little pill and take it. I really suggest that's my favorite way now because it allows me to make the combinations and that I need. And many times when I take essential oils internally are because I am feeling under the weather and will take a hot oil such as oregano or on guard or cinnamon, and those oils are pretty spicy, so you don't necessarily want to be swirling them in your mouth. I have seen people that do it with no problems. I am chicken that, so I don't do that. I put them in a tray and then I take them internally. Only use stainless steel, glass, or ceramic cups, all right? No plastic, please. It doesn't matter if the plastic says BPA free or whatever. Unfortunately, plastics are always going to get some microplastics in your water, all right? So no plastics. And take, as I was telling you, take the hot oils in a vegetable capsule. If you don't know which ones are the hot oils, I'm just gonna tell you right now, oregano, cinnamon, cassia, another hot oil, on guard. For some people, ginger, it can be really hot as well. But remember, we're here to help as well. So if you have any questions about it. And then the next one, which is amazing way to use essential oils, is for cooking. Actually, gave me a great oil, which is called the Oil Chef. And you can use essential oils for cooking. You would use them in the same as if you were using dry herbs, because it's going to have a different flavor profile. So if your recipe calls for basil, stick with your fresh basil. But if your recipe called for dry basil, then you can use basil essential oil. All right, internal favorites, as I was telling you, On Guard. So this is something that is always in my kitchen. I always have it as well in my bathroom, because every time that I will get a little bit of a itchiness on my throat, I take 2 drops of On Guard in half of a cup of warm water, and either I drink it as a tea or I gargle it and then spit it out. On Guard is our protective blend, and it's great to help you keep your immune system supported. It has been shown that it can, because of the cinnamon that is inside of it, cinnamon is great at eliminating bacteria and pathogens. So you can use On Guard as well as prevention. So let's say now that it's back to school time, and the kids start getting in touch with other children, and you want to prevent getting sick, you can use 1 drop of On Guard every night. Just a hot lemon tea, or maybe your favorite tea, and put 1 drop of On Guard in it with some honey, and it's actually delicious. It is nature's CPAC, and it is part of the flute combination. So the flute combination is our pack, is our natural azithromycin. You will put, it's a combination of frankincense, lemon oil, oregano oil, On Guard oil, and tea tree. That's why the letters. And you would take that instead of taking an antibiotic. Let's say if you're really, really going down with something. As I was telling you, amazing for sore throats. I am a teacher. I still coach in person, and I still coach spin. So sometimes I go like, ga, 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 and I'm screaming all day. So when I come back home, I'm like, oh my God, my voice. I gargle On Guard, and you will feel brand new. You can also take a spoon of honey, put 1 drop of On Guard, and then just eat it, and it is delicious. And actually, we also have On Guard drops in like little candies. So those are also very useful to have in my backpack. And also it comes in little, it also comes in capsules, and the capsules actually have extra oil, which is Melissa oil. And those are even more potent than just the oil.
And there's so many different On Guard products like the On Guard toothpaste and mouthwash and hand sanitizer and hand soap. And the idea is because the oils work at the cellular level and they affect the different systems of the body, it helps us build up our immune system every time we're exposed to those essential oils in any of the various On Guard products. That's why we have a whole On Guard product line, which is incredible. So this is a good one to screenshot. I have two pages of this to screenshot. If you are familiar with, I know a lot of doTERRA customers are currently on this call and wellness advocates already. You're familiar with our website, teachmeoils.com. This is the recipes from here. This is the most, I think, beneficial part of the site because these are the remedies that everyone comes in, it happens to everybody in the family at some point. And so the flute, your headache relief when you're congested, you do the sinus steam mug in hot water and you breathe in like this. I cover my eyes in this way because it's very strong. The pain balm, I had good success with that when I broke my wrist. I did not take the pain meds of the pharmaceuticals. I took the pain balm. Now look, 4 drops of each oil fills the veggie capsule all the way to the top. Most other remedies, 1 to 2 drops. 1 to 2 drops is all you need because the oils are so potent. But for the pain balm, when you can very successfully replace Vicodin and those hard over-the-counter or prescription medications naturally, it's like you sometimes need to have your dose when you're really working on something. I remember learning the weight loss protocol when I first started with the oils as a personal trainer, and I had weight loss clients, and we looked up the metabolic blend of essential oil, MetaPower. The remedy was 5 drops 5 times a day, and that's 25 drops in the oil. I'm like, wow, that's a heavy dose of that essential oil. But that's also what the Symphony of the Cells protocol is as well. So your allergy shot, that's a really popular one, lemon, lavender, and peppermint. You can put it in a shot glass of water, swish it around and swallow. You can diffuse that. You can make it into a roller bottle. And yes, sweet dreams, essential oils to help you with sleep. I think we had that being shared in the chat, help with sleep. Lavender, copaiba, vetiver. Another one is serenity. That's the restful blend. We actually have the serenity trio where it's serenity oil that you can diffuse. You can put that in a bath. You can put that on the bottoms of your feet. Put it behind your ears. There's the serenity stick, which has added valerian root, which is also really good for sleep. And then we have the upgraded serenity capsules that you take 2 about 30 minutes before bed that has tart cherry added, which is also clinically shown to deepen sleep as well. So if you can do the trio, amazing. Liquid Calm, Balance, Serenity, Adaptive. These are blends that are incredible. If you've been to my yoga classes, you've experienced one of these blends, absolutely for sure. Pick Me Up, Peppermint, Wild Orange, Frankincense. So you can see some of the practical ways that you'll be turning to your oils when you have your collection. So we'll just run through this as a refresh. We talked a lot about these oils, maybe some are new, but Nina, go ahead and take it away on these 2.
Yes, so the ones that would usually come in a kit, or the most popular, the most versatile ones. Deep Blue for soothing muscles, joints, and head, neck, and tension. I have a small, dear story about Deep Blue. My brother-in-law, he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Unfortunately, he passed 2 years ago. But the only muscle relief that he was able to handle, because when he would have it would make his skin very sensitive. It was only Deep Blue oil. So Deep Blue oil for him was something that I had to send every month to Peru, because that was the only thing that would give him muscle relief without affecting his skin. Glowing aches, discomfort, and head tension. Frankincense, it's amazing for this. We call it the king of oils. Frankincense oil can also be taken internally. It is part of several of our recipes. Frankincense is also one of our most oils. It's extracted from Somaliland in a very, very sustainable way. And it is one of those oils that you can pretty much, when you don't know what to use, just use frankincense. We always call it like when in doubt, frank it out. The next one, as we explored peppermint oil and the benefits, great for head tension, great for stomach aches, great as well for seasonal support. If you're feeling allergies coming in, you can always use peppermint oil. Lemon oil, it is super important. It has a wide range of benefits, such as cleansing, detoxing, helping with seasonal threats, and giving you as well digestive support. It's a great way to start the day. You start the morning, 1 drop of lemon oil in your warm glass of water. It's going to reboot your digestive system in the morning. Then the next one, lavender oil, Swiss Army knife of essential oils. Lavender is not only great for calming and stress, it is also amazing for skin irritations and to help you sleep. So definitely lavender oil is amazing, for example, for jellyfish bites. For all my friends in Florida, if you ever gotten jellyfish stung, like I did in my last trip, I got a dead jellyfish leg entangled in my, it was so painful. It looked like somebody had whipped me. I put the lavender oil with coconut oil and it really brought down the inflammation almost instantaneously. And the same thing with mosquito bites. Oregano oil. Okay, oregano oil. This is one of those oils that sometimes sits in your cabinet because we use it mostly for emergencies. So I love the properties of oregano oil. Just remember that if you're gonna take oregano oil, it's a very hot oil. So if you're gonna use it topically, make sure it's very diluted. If you're gonna use it internally, I suggest a vegetable capsule no longer than 10 days on a row. It's oregano oil is great for skin infections. So we were just sharing, it's great for fungal infections. It helps your immune support as well. Very strong bactericide. And it also, you can use it for cooking. If you're gonna use it for cooking, don't use 1 drop. Take a toothpick, dip it in the oil, and then dip it in the sauce or whatever you're gonna do. And then test it like that because it's very potent. All right, Melaleuca oil, tea tree. So tea tree oil, it is one of those also amazing oils that you always want to have with you. It's actually one of the oils that I use the most. Tea tree is great for skin irritations. It's great for fungus. It's great for immune support and healthy scalp, and it's also great as well for ear aches. Now that we're approaching school time and the kids go back maybe to do pool training, if they get their ears clogged, you can wrap tea tree around the ear bone, and that is really help supporting the pain and liberating the inflammation from the eardrum. If you are gym freaks and you take showers at the gym, if you don't use sandals, or even if you use sandals, use these before you put your socks on. So dry your feet, put tree all around your feet, and then put your socks on, and that is amazing to prevent fungus. All right, so.
Okay, I thought we missed 1 slide, but nope. Here we go. Looking at the clock, we're about up on the hour right now. So let's just breeze through this as an overview. What you see here is a healthy version of a medicine cabinet. Like imagine, you're swapping out things in your home and going more holistic. Top shelf is a lot of these oils we mentioned, how to be prepared for anything. This here in the white tube, this is a Correct X. It's like a Neosporin. So that's really good for skin, anything skin. It's already diluted in an ointment. Middle shelf is to be refreshed with your self-care. So part of taking care of yourself and preventive approach is really having a self-care routine that you can integrate these essential oils to the things that you do in the morning, in the afternoon, and what you're taking with your meals, and how you're setting up your nighttime routine, and maybe you're diffusing at your desk for focus. And at the bottom, we have our supplementation as a foundation to be healthy with your daily habits. We have the On Guard toothpaste. The oils here on the daily that you'll see: frankincense, On Guard, balance, lemon in the water, digestive enzymes with your meals, and pre and probiotics as well. And so once you get into the essential oils, and you start to learn about the different aspects of doTERRA, we teach on a wellness pyramid, and the foundation to that is nutrition and digestion. And so, are you ready to be healthy with daily habits? Like, it starts with, this is lifelong vitality. This is our 3-pack of vitamins. That's for any healthy adult to really tie up the loose ends that we're not getting in a day from our food. The nutrition from our food is completely different these days from, even when our parents were growing up. But this 3-pack is designed to be taken twice a day with your food. The Microplex, this is your multivitamin. This is made from whole food sources, so it's bioavailable to your body, can actually absorb it and use it for energy. Alpha CRS is cellular energy. We're created of trillions of cells. This supports us in that way. There's a lot of antioxidants. And then the omegas is your 369 fatty acids for hair, skin, nails, healthy gut, better sleep, and focus. And I love these vitamins. My husband and I have been taking them for the past 8 years. As a former personal trainer, tried so many vitamins out on the market, didn't really even notice much of a difference because I wasn't aware of quality at that time. It might have been Whole Foods, or it might have been GNC, and I don't know. And I just wasn't consistent with it. And then being actually on the doTERRA vitamins, there's a 30-day money back guarantee. So like, when I first tried the LLV, I was like consistent every day, and I noticed I had these little bumps on my forehead that was like under my skin. That cleared up. My digestion improved, and I used to take an afternoon nap, and I didn't take naps, and I actually started waking up before my alarm would go off. And like, that was my first 30 days. And that was that motivation to stay on the vitamins. And as a wellness advocate, I've helped so many people bring this into their lifestyle, and I've never heard of anyone returning it with the 30-day money back guarantee. And so we'll just, this is an example of like what you can do every day as using the essential oils. You can take a screenshot of this. We can even send this out to you as a resource if you want to save this and come back to it. But I'm going to let Nina explain just a little bit with the health pyramid.
Yes, so this is super important as well to help ourselves and also our loved ones to understand is the base and how we should be able to approach our health. The most important part is, and I love to say this to all my clients, I cannot oil up a bad lifestyle and a bad diet. Okay, so the most important thing that you pay attention to is what you are putting in your body, because you might be using essential oils, but then if you go and you start eating a lot of processed foods, eating a lot of sugars and starches and alcohols, then you are not going to allow the essential oils to their magic. All right. So first things first, eat right, support your digestive health. We have an amazing program, is the Cleanse and Reset 30-day program, and that is super helpful for anybody that is suffering with stomach issues. If you're ready to reset that, please send us a message to help you out with that. Eating right, one of the things that I love to add to my obviously is taking the eating all my greens, eating healthy proteins, healthy fats. I don't really eat sugar, very little, only from fruits. And definitely supplementing correctly with the Lifelong Vitality Pack, because unfortunately our foods do not have the same content of nutrients as they used to have 50 years ago. And then another thing that will really help you stay on top of your digestive tract, definitely using probiotics. We have amazing probiotics. The PB Restore is amazing, and TerraZyme to help you break down foods in smaller particles. It is very, very important that you pay attention to this for your metabolic health, because This is how you're going to start giving the kickstart to that. The next part is exercise. All right, exercise with your foods are going to help you get your body working properly. Both those things together go hand in hand. If exercise is hard for you to do because you're not finding the motivation, get some peppermint oil with some wild orange in your diffuser. That's going to help you get in the mood, and use some deep blue on your joints before you go to the gym so you can have easier movements. All right, the next part, which is super important, is your rest and management of stress. So if you are constantly stressed out, if you're living with chronic stress and you're not addressing that, you are also living in a constant state of inflammation. Resting as well is so important. There's no such a thing as like, oh, I will be fine with 3 hours or 2 hours. No way. Your rest, your sleeping hours are important because that is the moment when your body starts to regenerate the cells and tissue. So in order to help you sleep well, remember you have the correct products. You can use Serenity oil. You can use the Serenity entire line. Really be helpful to help you sleep those 8 hours that your body needs in order to rest. And also reminder that your liver detoxifies your body around 3 or 4 in the morning. So if you're staying up late, that is going to affect the way your liver is detoxifying your body. Reducing the toxic load is as well, because you're eating right, you're exercising, you're sleeping. But if you keep using chemicals at home or in your skincare that keep dripping those microplastics into your system, that keep dripping those phthalates, those parabens, all of those toxic chemicals in your bloodstream, you are reducing the effectiveness of everything else that you're doing. You can make your own skincare. So listen, the phthalates that we have in most products is one of the chemicals that are not allowed anymore in Europe, but for some reason there's in the United States. So be very mindful of that. All right, so then the next one is the informed self-care. Informed self-care is being able to prevent, to be informed of what you need to do, coming to classes, being part of our seminars. This is so, so important, and get to know what you can do to support your systems before you allow the disease to happen in your body. And then the next part, it is the proactive medical care, which is actually taking action to this, because we can get to all of the classes, all of the information, we can get all of the podcasts and books, but if we don't take action, then there is no way that we can see results. So being proactive about this, it is super important. Now, this is a little bit of a rate yourself 1 to 10. So now that I have gone through all of, where are you rating yourself in this? So which area of these areas you can improve? Maybe you are like, all right, I eat very right, but I don't sleep. So you got a 10 in here, but you got a 2 in your stress management, right? Or maybe you're like, oh, you know what, I'm not eating right. That is a 2, but I am reducing the toxic load at home, so I get a 10 in here. So rate yourself so you are able to see where you need to put a little bit more effort, a little bit more love. And remember that you have questions, you can always contact us.
All right, so hope this gives you a really good bird's eye view of how you can use essential oils as your lifestyle, and really pinpointing what areas that you want to focus on, and what would be the remedies to help you. And hold one moment. And that's what we're here to do, is to help you come up with a custom plan based on those goals, how you want to move about your day to day. So if all sounds good and you're ready to get started, I know a lot of you are already in our community using the oils, but for those of you who are new, working with doTERRA, you get a 25% discount purchasing from doTERRA for a whole entire year. You get wholesale pricing. And what becomes really cool is when you start to see the different things that you can swap out in your life, your lifestyle, then you start to use your doTERRA account for not just your essential oils, but your home products as well. And that's a way that you can reduce your toxicity, going back to that wellness pyramid. Another perk is the monthly promos. There's Essential Oil Club of the Month. You get exclusive discounts and flash sales throughout the year, BOGO sales. And the last part is the best part, is the community of being surrounded with people who are on a similar journey, who are learning and implementing and sharing different remedies and different health hacks and biohacks that's worked for them. Like, we have community support with our WhatsApp chat. We have an Instagram page where we share different essential oil education. We do ongoing webinars. We host our seasonal gut cleanse, and it's really focused on nutrition and self-care. And so you can be really involved in how to take your health to the next level. And there's always something to improve. And, our health is always shifting depending on what's happening in our day-to-day life. But where it becomes really rewarding is when you can start to implement these small changes over time and learn from one another and make it part of your lifestyle. And then it becomes natural to want to share that. So we're going to move on to, this is just highlighting the one-on-one support here that you get from your wellness advocate who's guiding you on your holistic health journey. We work together, so you might have been invited by me or Nina or some other wellness advocates on our team, but definitely talk with them who invited you here of how to get set up with your oils. We're going to share with you some of the most popular bundles. You can purchase a la carte whatever oils that you want. You can build your own bundle, or you can go with some of the top 10 oils or some of the oils for aromatics, or even, replacing your Glade plugins, which is amazing. So, Nina, if you'll roll briefly through this, we're just about on our time.
Yes, so we're gonna roll through these very quick. These are some of the kits that you can start to have, besides you can always order at a cart, you don't have to. When you buy a kit, you get an extra discount. And I'm just gonna show you here, like when you buy a kit, you save a lot of money because everything comes with like around an extra 20% discount on top of the already wholesale discount. I love the natural solutions. These perfect kit for anybody that is ready to take over and start getting rid of all of the toxins at home and start redoing their medicine cabinet. You get your vitamins, your diffuser. I love the La Luz diffuser. It's a beautiful, heavy glass diffuser that can go up 10 hours. You will get your deep blue stick. You will get your toothpaste, which is super important. Like if you are starting this journey and you're still using fluoride, my friend, you got to stop with that. Start with using a fluoride-free, completely safe on toothpaste. You'll get your hand sanitizers, your PB Restore, which is what I mentioned before, which is the probiotic, prebiotic, and the enzyme, the Terrazyme is here as well. Ongar capsules, I mentioned them before as well. The Ongar capsules have Melissa oil, which makes them really, really potent to support your immune system. Your breathe stick, so you can use it on your chest to help you breathe better, and the 10 main oils that we have talked about, plus a fractionated coconut oil so you can dilute them. All right, and then we go for the next one. The next one is Home Essentials. Home Essentials, it is an awesome kit if you want to start just with the oils in the large bottles. These are 10 bottles of the most useful essential oils. All essential oils are useful, but these are the most popular. The only one that is going to come in a small version is oil that will always comes in a 5 milliliter version. You will also get the La Luz diffuser, which is the diffuser that also comes in the other kit, and you will get here the oils that we talked about today. Then you have the Healthy Habits kit. This is that it is very interested, especially in revamping their metabolism, and they're like, oh, you know what, I am not taking the correct vitamins, or my vitamins are not doing anything for me, they're not bioavailable, I want to change them. Then this is the kit for you. You can start with your multivitamins, Restore, and your Terrazyme. This is great to reboot your digestive system. They will also come with a deep blue cream, which is great for sore muscles or joints, especially, again, if you're starting going to the gym, you're gonna get sore, so this is when you want to have it in your hands. And it will also come with 5 of very, very useful oils in a 5 milliliter version, which is a smaller version. You get frankincense, balance, which is great for stress. You will get lavender, while On Guard, and a tangerine oil, which is delicious in water. They the healthy start. This one is for anybody that is looking to dip their toes into the world of essential oils, but is not very sure yet. This one, super budget friendly, is 10 oils, the 10 main oils in a 5 milliliter version, and it will come with this cute little diffuser. This diffuser also comes for free if you sign up with anything over 150 PV. You will also be able to get free gift with your enrollments. If you are here and you are a new doTERRA wellness advocate that is enrolling people, the people will be able to choose this little diffuser even if they order a la carte. I love this little diffuser. It actually fills out a room of about 300 square feet. And then I have this kit. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. The Aroma Essential is fantastic for everybody that is looking to start getting rid of fake fragrances at home. It will come with a little bit of a different combination of essential oils. Most of these oils are for diffusing. Some of them are consumption. It will come with cheer. Cheer is great to help you get in a better mood, especially if you're feeling down. It will come with the adaptive blend, great for stress and anxiety. Serenity, great for the sleep. It will have peppermint oil, wild orange. It will have the olive, citrus bloom. I'm obsessed with that one. It's a very beautiful, sweet, flowery scent in your home. It will come with balance and also with northern forest. This one, it's great to keep the air clean, and it's actually amazing airborne pathogens. The next one, I love these new kits. These two are new. I hope they stay forever. These are the Resent Your Home. All right, this is for all my people that are addicted to Glade plugins. All right, take your Glade plugins, toss them in the trash, get this one. What you need to do is get the oil, like you put it upside down in the diffuser. You don't need water at all. You put it upside down in the little diffuser, you plug it into the wall, and it only gets activated when somebody walks in front of it. All right, so these are amazing, and there are great ways as well to help you get rid of fake fragrances at home. Motor sensor, exactly. So we have the forest bundle, where we have lavender, eucalyptus, northern escape, and the Shirin-yoku. Shirin-yoku is a great blend to help forest bathing, which is bringing nature inside your home. And or you can do the citrus bundle. We'll have super mint, which is a blend of minty oils that will really help you keep the air clean at home. Bergamot, great for feelings of relaxation and happiness. The citrus bloom, I'm obsessed with that one. Citrus bliss, which is my favorite to diffuse every time that I cook fatty meals at home. It will really clean the air from that.
All right. So those are all the different options, bundles that you can choose. Again, you can choose your own bundle, but there's something for everyone. And yeah, let us help customize depending on what your needs are and where you want to focus on. And when you think about yourself and your needs, also think about your friends and your family who are going through certain things that, we talked about these essential oils could be a remedy for. So that brings us to the business side. We've been working as wellness advocates and educating and helping people bring this into their lifestyle for the past 8 years. And we do work in community. We've partnered with a lot of different health and wellness practitioners, and even just, a lot of stay-at-home moms who are moving into a healthy lifestyle that want to make money from their phone. All types of different people can come and work as a wellness advocate, and you can do it at different levels as well, depending on what your goals are. Part-time, you can be a sharer, you could be a builder, and it's really great to be able to have an additional stream of income, because I think we all understand the value in that after 2020 of understanding what could happen, and then being, able to support yourself and your family in different avenues. You have the ability to earn lots of free products with different leadership programs that we have. You'll never pay retail, always the 25% off, even as a customer. And what my favorite thing is the ability to work from wherever you desire, from home, from the road. You might like to travel a lot. You can build your doTERRA business around the globe. We're open in 120 markets around the world. And it's really convenient to be able to work on your time. When you feel most productive, you set your schedule, you set your appointments with your customers. And that's what this business is all about, is really helping others on their health journey and being a guide. So if you feel like you're that healthy one in your friend circle and your family, it's talking about how to take care of yourself better and eat well, you can really see yourself educating and bringing these natural solutions to people in your circle. And this is going to be a great opportunity and line of work that you can get into, and you're mentored along the way. You start to learn as you go, learning as you go, first using the essential oils, and then being involved with the community and learning about the education, and maybe coming to convention and coming to our weekly mentor calls that we meet on Zoom, and we have our WhatsApp chat. But ultimately, by being able to build your own business, you can start to gain more freedom with your time and more time to spend, with those who you love and spend doing what you love. And what's really been the most incredible of building this oil fairy empire, Broterra dudes empire together, is we're working with our friends, we're working with those in our circle who inspire us, that we're surrounded by, and we're building together. We're building a community. We're building a grassroots revolution of people who are using these oils, experiencing the benefits in their home, sharing with their friends, sharing with their family. We've been able to really reach a lot of people, and we're still going, we're educating, and it's really just learning for yourself and then passing on what you've learned. So thank you so much for joining us on this call tonight. We just appreciate your
Thank you,
time.
Megan.
Yeah. Thank you, Nina, for sharing all your knowledge. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Please reach out to us with any questions. If you have any questions that you want to ask now, feel free. We'll open that Q&A time.
Thank you guys so much. Learned a lot.
You're welcome. All right. Hey, if you're really interested in about convention, it's available as virtual option as well. So, and one more invite, going back to the business side, if you do want to learn a little more in depth of what it looks like to work as a wellness advocate, we are hosting a Earn with doTERRA business presentation next Wednesday on Zoom. And we're going to go over the different options to do it at different levels. Side note, when you're a customer, you get your own link. It's called your refer a friend link. You can share that with your family and friends, and you get paid doTERRA dollars that you can spend on oils, on products, on diffusers. So that's something that's rather new in doTERRA, but there's something for everyone to either earn products or earn cash and really just make a difference in other people's lives and then be rewarded for that financially. So.
And Megan, I just wanna also add to something. If you're looking at this presentation, like, you know what, I have a friend that could totally benefit from that, and you have a person in mind that you would like to introduce to this, please also send them the information, either the recording of this class, or invite them to the next webinar. We're going to be talking about the business side of things.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Hope you have a good evening.
Thank you. Good night, ladies.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.